didn't. Arguably, no one, the boogeyman, no one wanted to fight. He's the #1 fighter right now, pound for pound. I know, no slight towards Terrence Crawford's performance, but if Errol Spence was depleted and he has to go up to 54, how much fucking credit can we give him for that fight?
And I feel like I'm, at this point that I should be fighter of the year. But also, not only that, they don't want to give my dad credit, but I think my dad deserves credit for trainer of the year. When they mention the best trainers in boxing, I don't understand because they never mention my dad, but he is the best trainer in boxing, and it showed. Look! We just went in there, went up in weight, and fought arguably the best at 140 and pitched a shutout. Didn't even get hit with nothing. Handicapped him. Come on now, my dad deserved trainer of the year, and I deserve fighter of the year.
My mind went to working just now when you guys are talking about 47, and you just mentioned the Crawford comparison. Is that a fight even us worth thinking about? Haney and Crawford at 47. If Terrence, he's going to rematch Spence, but if he were to come back at 47.
You know what? My nickname for Devin is Superman. And anything is possible. But let's move this thing the way that it's supposed to move and give him credit for this fight tonight. But don't look at like a far-fetched possibility of him going up to 47. He's the boss. He'll get a chance to decide. Of course, Eddie will do his best to put things on the table. We'll strategize and give Devin a chance to look at it. But I keep hearing this Ryan Garcia shit. Is that real, Eddie, or what?
It's come from Oscar, which doesn't necessarily mean it's real. But Ryan said so as well. But listen, that's a great fight. I think Ryan should be chasing the champions at 140. He should be chasing the #1 in the division. And Devin's the #1 in the division. So, I do think, looking back, I think people don't quite understand what Devin used to do to make 135. When I used to work with him, before he had to go over the other side and rob the bank, he was done at 135, and he went on to have 3 more fights at 135. 2 of them was travelling to the other side of the world to make weight, which I think is an incredible achievement. And he's right, there is no way he could have fulfilled the potential he had as a fighter at 135. And I think for years and years, like we chased the Ryan Garcia fight, no one wanted to fight Devin Haney. And everyone uses the excuse, when you've got a really good fighter, everyone uses the excuse, oh, they just don't sell, it's not a big enough fight. No one knows who he is. But he's actually gone to Australia, become undisputed, come back. Those fights that he had, beat Lomachenko, now he's sold out in a city that hasn't had boxing for 2 decades. Who else can do that in boxing?
Eddie, you remember when you told me, you said, it was me and you said, I just think you might be too good, mate.
But you know what? But when you're too good, the only way you can entice people is by making sure they get paid to get beat. Right? So that's what happens. So now, people are seeing the draw, people are seeing the size of Devin Haney, maybe even Ryan Garcia, and going, you know what? That's a big fight. So if I get beat, I get paid.
Does every fighter that he fight get their biggest payday?
Yep.
So you see, and we have a strong team like Matchroom and Eddie behind us in Dazn. So you see every fighter gets their biggest payday, but then there's not the line around the corner. Devin is truly the best fighter on the planet, and I'm so happy.
Devin.
A funny thing too is a funny story. I got a message from Oscar yesterday, Oscar De La Hoya, and I was surprised. He wished me luck. He said, he said, good luck, do your thing. And I scrolled up. I looked at the message before, and the message said, I told him to fuck off. So it was funny, but I told him, thank you, him being a legend and him wishing me luck in this fight.
Devin, Aaron Tolentino with Quan 4 TV here in San Francisco.
Absolutely.
Was fighting here at the Chase Center part of that bucket list on your master plan of your career? And did it exceed your expectations? And what did you think about the overall atmosphere?
Yeah, no, definitely was on my bucket list. When I was talking with Eddie about where we could do the fight, it was either here or what was the other place?
Atlanta.
Atlanta. Yeah, those were 2 places. But I was like, I know that Bay would come out and support. I think we should do it there. And Eddie said, you know, I'm up for it. Let's see. Let's do it. And I asked Eddie. I said, yes. Day before yesterday, I said, Eddie, how many people did you think I was gonna bring out? He said, maybe 7,000. He said, I'm not gonna lie to you, 7,000. I said 7,000. But we did a great job, and we sold it out, and we're gonna bring back some more fights, inshallah.
Are you more proud of yourself knowing that this is not a boxing city, it's not Vegas, it's not LA? You're still able to pack the seats in the Chase Center?
100%. You know, the Bay Area is behind me. All my people came out, my day ones, and no, for sure, I'm happy with the turnout.
Bill, can you speak on that too?
How about fighting here again?
Yeah, no, for sure. God willing, inshallah, you know, we do more fights here, more big events, possibly the next. My two places that I want to fight is either, you know, Saudi Arabia or back here.
Bill?
Dev, noticed during the ring walk, you were very serious, not the typical smile. Why was that? Just focused, or?
Yeah, no, I was locked in. You know, he said a lot, and I was ready for whatever. You know, I was just, you know, the whole day I've been locked in, entering the arena, you know, to the walkout. I was ready, and it felt a little different, you know, walking first. But we not gonna have that problem. No time soon.
No, that's funny because, you know, we're so used to saying
And
still, you know, it was getting used to saying and new, and then to come out first. You know, me and Devin, we didn't have necessarily our routine together, so we kind of improvised, but we did good.
My dad said, Regis was walking out. My dad said, don't worry about him. Don't worry about him. Don't worry about him. Don't even look at him. Don't even look at him. He said, when you turn around, look at him. But all that other shit, don't look at him. He was doing his walkout and doing all this shit. And I said, don't worry about him. Don't worry about him, what he's doing.
Bill, you had Team 80 had a very good night. You had a good night on the undercard as well.
Oh yeah.
Talk
Great.
about what that says for you as a trainer, not simply working with your son, but now the rest of your stable performance.
Thank you, Queen, for pointing that out. Shout out to our team who did a tremendous job, Shamar Canal and Amari Jones. Both Shamar made New York proud, and of course Amari, hometown guy. You saw everyone was saying, you know, his name and everything. He's made us and the city quite proud, and we expect some big things from them as well, you know.
Devin, would you reflect on that as well for your father to have such a good outcome tonight?
Yeah, no, I mean, this was all part of my father's plan. You know, I'm just following protocol.
Couple more, guys.
Did
Last
Amari
two.
Jones' victory and the way he did it inspire you to do yours even better?
Yeah, no, I told him, I said, he just told me in the locker room when I was getting dressed after the fight. He said, I'm proud of you. I said, no, I'm proud of you. You motivated me when you went in there and knocked him out, and you did everything that you said you was gonna do. That motivated me. That gave me that extra push. But that just explains our relationship. Me and Amari Jones. You know, we push each other. We push each other. That's my twin for real. That's my twin for real. Every day in and day out, we push each other in everything we do, and you know, it's a testament to his work ethic. No matter what time, it could be 3, 4 in the morning or whatever. I tell him, hey, Marlon, let's run. He get up every time, never complain, never nothing. Hey, we finna do 3 workouts today. Okay, he's with it, and you know, not many fighters, you know, that's in the building stage is you know, willing to do that. You know, it's different when you're fighting for, you know, millions and millions of dollars, and that's your motivation. But he's a part of the building stage, and you know, he's.
And I had 2 fights now this year, got 2 fights last year, and I think pretty much all of the years in recent memory. When do you want to be back, and what's your plan for next year?
Yeah, I just want to take some time off, you know, spend some time with the family. You know, I had a hard training camp. I've been in training camp for, you know, in training camp for 10 weeks, but before that I was training, and I've been very disciplined and, you know, focused. So I just want to take some time off and just rest and relax, let my body recover. But before I leave, I want to give a special happy birthday to my chef nutritionist James Lockwood. He's done a tremendous job with me time and time again, fight after fight. Ever since he came, my fights have been getting easier. My weight cuts have been getting easier. He's the best at what he do. I'm the best at what we do. We the dream team. Undisputed nutrition, baby.
Dev, I saw in the lock.
For this fight, we just made it a point to say you wasn't from here. And he stated that when he was running, people was chanting him on and beat you. But during the fight, we heard the crowd numerous occasions chanting your name. How did that feel?
Man, I'm just a private school kid, man. That's all, man. That's it. That's all I can say.
Dev, obviously during camp, I know you lost a team member. Saw the picture of you and Tommy Smalls in the locker room. How much motivation was that, and obviously dedicating the fight to him?
Yeah, in the beginning of camp, I lost somebody that was super close to me, that was living with me, Tommy Smalls, and it really hurt me. I was going through it, I was still working out and still, but it was a tough time for me, but eventually I just use it as motivation, and I just remember everything that he would tell me. His voice would play in my head, and I definitely, this victory is for him. I wish he was here, but we will meet again, inshallah.
Last question, Andy.
We came to see you in the gym a couple of weeks ago. You mentioned possibly going to fight in Saudi next year. Is that something we might see in Eddie when you're obviously out there in Saudi in a couple of weeks? Some conversations with you?
Yeah, I mean, we've always been in conversations, and Bill has and Devin has with Saudi Arabia. Obviously, there's a tremendous movement there now with His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh. I spoke to him tonight, actually, and he knew I was here. He was watching. He posted about Devin as well tonight, and he wants to bring the best fighters to Saudi Arabia. And as you've seen, there's not many better than Devin Haney right now. So I feel like 2024 Saudi Arabia is definitely on the destination list for Devin Haney. Ladies and gentlemen, great performance, 2-division world champion Devin Haney.
Family, don't forget to hit that like button. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Help us get to that 1 million subscribers. We're on the road to 1 million. And obviously, we have other great content on our Patreon channel. So since this video is over, head on over to our Patreon and check out all the exclusive content, or right here on our YouTube members.